What's up everyone, this is Game Talk with Tori, and right now I'm going to talk to you guys about Lander from Intrepid Games. This game is for 2 to 4 players, and playtime ranges between 20 to 50 minutes per player, depending on the difficulty level you choose. Lander is set far in the future in the year 2092. Some big-time corporations have funded a spaceship and launched it to a planet called Chimus 2, the first planet found outside of our solar system to have liquid water on its surface. The mission is to send over 5,000 people to Chimus 2 to establish a colony. Now, as they approach the planet, they launch a vessel called the Lander, carrying a 66-person crew who will prepare the colony base for the rest of the people. However, upon entry, they hit an electrical storm, causing all kinds of damage to the Lander and even killing some crew members. Now it's up to you, the survivors, to get the colony ready in time. You'll each be assigned a corporation. Each group will be working to complete missions that will contribute to the colony's development. It was decided that whichever corporation earns the most mission stars, thus furthering the growth of the colony, would become market leader. The player with the most mission stars by the end of the game will be the winner. Now let's take a closer look on how the game plays. We are set up for a 2-player game of Lander, and I will be showing you the basic simulation mode. In this mode, we will not be playing with the event cards or the Accolade cards. I'll talk more about these cards and how they affect the game later. Each player has chosen a corporation, has their starting 2 crew members, and they have also claimed their starting sectors, as signified by these triangular pieces here. Each player also has a nice reference sheet, which I love, that gives you a rundown of each action that you can take on your turn. I've also placed off camera the deck of crew members you can acquire and the available gold and silver missions that you can complete. And as you can see, I've already placed the sectors, which are these tile-like pieces, around our starting hex. Now this is a resource management game, so throughout the game you'll be claiming and upgrading sectors to earn resources. We have titanium, food, and energy. But you'll need more than just resources to complete missions. Some missions require you to have crew members with a certain class type or certain traits. For example, this research mission requires you to have a crew member that is strategic, a level 4 in engineering, and 4 energy. And finally, my favorite addition to the game, the activity cards. You can use an action to acquire any one of these cards. We have item cards that you can attach to a crew member to give them various perks and special abilities, training cards that will add additional traits or class type to a crew member, and finally, action cards. These cards can really shake up the game by allowing you to take powerful actions to give yourself a leg up on the competition or even mess with other players. Alright, let's see what a sample turn looks like. In Lander, each round signifies 1 year, and each year has a series of phases. Phase 1 is year setup. The first thing we would do is resolve event cards, but since we're playing the basic simulation mode, we will skip that step. Next, we will draw a new sector and place it anywhere we would like and then claim a sector. We must claim the closest unoccupied sector that is adjacent to a sector that we already own. So it's Blue's turn first since they're the first player for this year. So Blue's going to draw a sector and it is an energy sector. And we're going to go ahead and place that energy sector over here. And then we are going to claim this titanium sector. Now it's Red's turn. So Red has drawn a food sector. So we're going to go ahead and place that food sector right here. And then we are also going to claim a titanium sector. Next, we'll deal out resources based on the sectors that we own, which I have already done here. Next, each player will draw 1 item card, 1 training card, and 2 action cards. Alright, so it's Blue's turn, and we are going to go ahead and upgrade our titanium sector by spending 1 titanium and 1 energy. This means the next time that we collect resources from this sector, we're going to earn 2 titanium instead of just 1. Now it's Red's turn, and we are going to play this action card that allows us to expand for free. The card says that we can draw a new sector, place it anywhere we would like, and claim it. Back to Blue's turn, and we are going to spend 1 food card to purchase a training card. We're going to go ahead and attach this training card with a fanatical trait to this crew member here. Back to Red's turn, and we are going to spend 1 energy and 1 food to add this crew member here to our roster. Now Blue is going to go ahead and move their token over and pass to prepare for the end of the year, and back to Red, and they are going to pass and do the same thing. Once all players have passed, we're going to prepare for the next year. We'll remove any temporary action cards in play and discard down to our hand limit and resource limit. Once we have done all this, we will start a brand new year beginning with year setup. Play will continue this way until the end game condition has been met. Now let's talk about event and accolade cards, which are both added to the game when playing one of the more challenging game modes. Accolades are basically an additional way to earn mission stars. There are 3 different types of accolades: sector, crew, and mission accolades. Each one is going to provide a condition that must be met in order to earn mission stars, such as having the highest level engineer or controlling the most sectors. These mission stars will not be awarded until the end of the game. Therefore, you can have multiple players going for the same accolade, which really adds a nice competitive edge to the game. Now, the event cards represent events that you experience during your time on Chimus 2. Some of these events will require you to make a difficult choice, while others simply happen. Some will have negative effects, while others will have positive effects. Some will affect only you, while others the entire colony. This really adds a thematic element to the game. There's an added level of intensity that comes with drawing an event card and having no idea how it's going to affect your strategy or the entire game going forward. For me, the event cards really take the game to a whole new level. And that, folks, is Lander. I have really been enjoying playing this game. Resource management games for me can be a hit or a miss, but this game really knocks it out of the park. It feels very refreshing and exciting. I've heard some people say that they kind of feel like it's a mashup of Settlers of Catan and Terraforming Mars, and that's pretty accurate, as I was kind of getting the same vibe. It's got a great theme and some nice tweaks that really make it something special. The fact that Lander has 3 different difficulty levels really makes this game accessible for all skill levels. The basic simulation mode, which provides the simplest gameplay, is perfect for players who prefer a lighter gaming experience and for introducing new players to the game. Every time I have introduced Lander to a group, the players immediately want to play again as soon as it's over. It gives you a little taste and leaves you wanting more, which can be found in the early arrival and planned arrival game modes. These game modes are for players who prefer heavier games, as they offer a more complex gaming experience with things like different victory conditions and the addition of event and accolade cards. The designers have put so much hard work and love into this game. They have traveled all over to various game stores and board game cafes in order to bring Lander so that others could play and provide feedback. They have listened and been incredibly attentive to all the feedback and critiques, and they have made multiple rule changes and additions, all in the best interest of making the game even better. When designers are willing to go the distance to make their game great, it really says something about the quality of the product. Lander is thematic, refreshing, strategic, accessible to all, and all around just a great time. Be sure to check out Lander on Kickstarter March 3rd. You will not be disappointed. And this has been Game Talk with Tori. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to post those in the comments section. You can also follow me on my Instagram account at Game Talk with Tori. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy gaming. Bye!